Craig, how's it going?
Hey Chad, I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. I'm glad to see you. This is actually the second time we've spoken. I talked to you for like Killing It season two.
All right on.
So this is you're a friend of the show now. You're welcome.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Well, I'm glad we're here talking today about the fall and rise of Reggie Dinkins, and it's good to see somebody as funny as you who's going to be on the show. What's it like working with Tracy?
Tracy's great. He's hysterical. He's cool, down to earth. He's outspoken. He's talented. He one of his things is he records songs that's already been recorded. Like, and then he'll be playing it might be him singing the New Edition song, but over the New Edition track. So it's like he's quirky. He's cool. He does stuff like that.
Yeah, it's funny. I was rewatching an old episode of 30 Rock from the first season, and he like I know that was like what 15, 16 something years ago. He still has it. It's amazing to see a comedian like that still work and still put out some of the best what feels to be improv jokes in history.
Yeah, I loves his 30 Rock character. So I'm really loving getting to work with him now. And yeah, we had a couple of those moments on the set.
Was it meeting the other cast members with like Daniel and Bobby? How was it being with them too? Because Bobby comes from the SNL world, but then you have Daniel who's been a thespian for the past few years. What was that like?
Everybody was, what can I say? Everybody's cool, doing their thing, professional, funny. They welcomed me with open arms. And I got to learn a little bit about people. I wouldn't say a lot, like Daniel's this amazing father. What I'm saying, I got to see how he's concerned for his family and stuff. And me and Bobby shared a couple of laughs, and Erica is awesome. We now we see each other. We just sing duets, and then like I said, Tracy's awesome. Heidi was fantastic. Then we ended up working together on Broadway right after that. So now we have a whole rapport. I can't wait to work with Heidi again.
Yeah, I also like about you whenever you come in and visit as like a recurring character, or even just like a guest part, you fit in well with every single cast member. Like in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I know you did have a rapport with Andy Samberg, but every time I saw you with anybody else, you were able to instantly turn it on. Is that easy for you? I know that's the job, is literally just coming in and being able to do it, but for some people it seems effortless, and then for others it seems like they kind of have to work towards that.
Um, I don't know if anything's ever easy. Everybody's. I tend to be open. I'm open and I listen. I'm a musician, so I'm used to accompanying people on the piano. So I'm used to supporting. So I'm always there to support and make them look great, and then take my shots where I can.
Well, the thing about pianos is they can lead and they can also support. If you do you travel with the piano whenever you
I
go
take
to
my
places?
keyboard with me. Yes.
Okay, I have a keyboard off screen here. The D batteries are dying, but it works pretty well. And the only song I know how to play is the Rugrats theme song. Is that impressive to you?
That's very. I don't know
You
it.
you know the Rugrats theme song? Oh man, you gotta look it up. It's only three notes. All right, are you composing music? Are you touring with anything?
I tour doing comedy, and I
Yeah.
take the keyboard, and so it's really musical comedy acting. So it's very niche, it's very Craig Robinson. So if you come check it out, and you're gonna be getting a lot of music and some jokes, maybe a couple stories. But then, but yeah, I travel with it, and it's a part of me. And yeah, I do write some music, and I have a band and stuff. So we do some things. Our next thing is May 6th at the Troubadour.
Yeah, I appreciate how you say that the music is a part of you because it is. I think, one of your most iconic roles in film is in the Mr. Good Deeds movie or whatever that
The,
movie.
the goods,
Yeah, The Goods. And you were in that, you were that DJ. You were
the
so good.
DJ.
That was wonderful. Every time I think of Craig Robinson, I think of that character.
Thank you, thank you. That was a fun one to play, man. That was a crazy time too, because a strike was about to happen, so all these they had to turn in all these movies and scripts and all that, so to get them going before I don't know February, whatever it was, and uh, and so I was doing two roles. I was doing two different movies. I was doing Miss March and also The Goods. So one was like 6 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Yeah.
and the other one was like 6 p.m. to like 12 a.m. or something ridiculous. And I didn't know where I was. I was like waking up in trailers, like, what is going on? So yeah, it was wild.
Yeah, but you were bringing the jokes, bringing the comedy. Your best part of the goods, which was not saying much, but you're the best part of that movie.
Best part of that movie was in a boy band. Ed
Oh,
Helms in a boy band. That was
yes.
hysterical. But I
Yes,
do
yes.
appreciate the compliment.
Now, did you tell Tracy that you're a fan of his? Because I love telling people that I'm a fan of them, and then seeing them light up and seeing how much joy they get from that.
We entered with a mutual love and respect. It was just like like we know we about to get it. It wasn't like, oh, I'm a fan of it. Well,
Yeah.
it was definitely love in the air and talking about stuff. And I think I mentioned one of his movies to him that he played a dramatic turn and it was like that really affected me. But yeah, it was all of that was there.
Okay, that's great. Craig, I think this is my time. I want to thank you again for sitting down with me. I very much appreciate it. You're funny, you're talented. I love seeing you out there, man, and I want to keep seeing you.
Thank you, Chad. I appreciate you, man.
You're very welcome. All right, have a good one.
Yep, take care.
Bye.
See you on the next one.